Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome back. My name's Leo and thank you for joining me. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome to my YouTube family. I am going to be doing today a little bit of an update of a video I did a while back with the glue sticks and the glue strings, making spider webs and spraying it. Because what was happening is when I was doing a lot of video talks and club talks, I was having to make everything up. Meaning that when I was going around to different places and different talks and clubs, I was having to carry glass jars everywhere, and I was having to put them all into racks and try and get them all there and back, and then you break one, then you got to try and make another one and clean the mess up, and it's not very safe. So I needed to come up with something that was easy for me to transport, and so I can use them over and over and over again, and plus post out to different people, because people who wanted to go and couldn't do it, I was putting them in the post and sending them. It's nothing really. A lot of you have come up and sent me videos and pictures of what you've been doing, and a lot of people have come up with some fantastic ideas. I've had putting iPads back of the glass. I've had people using mobile phones back of it with changing colours, and every single one has been fantastic. So I've really taken on board, should I say, everything that you have sent me. I'd like to say a massive thank you for all the emails, messages. I'm sorry I've been a bit absent over the last 6 or 7 months. Sadly, my mental health has took a bit of a turn, but that is my own fault, really, in a way. And I will explain why and more on another video. But with all your kind words, comments, and people asking me when am I coming back, I thought it was only fair to do a video today for you. Okay then, so as I said, when I said I've come up with a new idea, this idea is pretty the simplest idea I could think of, and it works brilliant. There's no milk involved. All that's involved is card, lollipop sticks, glue sticks, and a light. That is the simplest thing I could come up with, and believe me, it makes a massive difference, trust me. I'm going to give you a quick peep of some that I already done, and this is what I've been doing. I've actually been making frames out of lollipop sticks, and this enables me not only to transport, but it means I can use them over and over again. And being flat as they are, I can place them in a box, and I've got them always again to use them. And all they are is some lollipop sticks. Simple as. I got 4 lollipop sticks, and like you might have seen on the start of the video, I glue my fingers together, and all I've done is glued them all together to make a frame. Pretty simple, really. Like I said, don't get your fingers stuck, because I've done it more than once and it hurts. And if you got a proper gun, I'd use the proper gun to actually for the glue stick gun. So what I've done is just dab some on and cross them over. You do this on all 4 sides, but I'm going to show you another little trick as well that makes it even better and easier, which I never even thought about myself, but the more you do things, the more you learn. While I've been away, I have been taking pictures, if everybody thinks that I haven't, because I've been practicing. I've been doing university work, and trust me, it's been enjoyable but hard. I think I might have taken on a little bit more than I should have, really, but never mind. Need trouble with this glue stick, look. This is why I come up with the idea in the first place. All this sticky stuff sticking on to the end of everything. Now, if you notice, on the first ones I did, which I'm okay, yeah, I've done it right at the very end. This is okay, but the trouble is I found that I couldn't get the fibres to be tensioned enough, meaning that there was a bit of play and a bit of swing in them. So when I was spraying them with the weight, while they was on the top of the glass, was meaning that it was coming down. When I was taking pictures, it was altering the depth of the field because the focal plane wasn't exactly flat where we needed it. So this is what I needed really to come up with something else. So what I've done is I started shortening them down. Because I'm shortening them down, it means that it's less of a dip for the glue sticks. So when you put them on, straight away, you put them on, you can control how tight they are because it's a shorter working distance, meaning you're going to get better and stronger lines. The next thing is because as well, when we're spraying them, we're going to put them upright, meaning that it's going to hang directly down, level, and not bow, meaning that we can use a lower f-stop, a shallower depth of field, and this also makes a massive, fantastic, huge difference. So, like I says, I'm just going to cross them over, and this works absolutely phenomenal. White's a lot. I tend now to get more than a couple out of them every time I do it. So that is how I make them. Now this is the best part. So when I said it's going to be simple, I mean it's going to be simple. I've showed you how to make the frame. That's the easiest bit. How we're going to use to shoot it. What I'm going to use is one of these, a memo clip holder. Ideal, simple and perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop it on a stand like that. This makes sure that the focal plane is perfect. That is a major thing to keep a majority of your water drops in focus without photo stacking. Spray bottle, because we're going to spray them. Camera on a tripod, which we always use. And it makes no difference what camera you got. Really, ideally, a nice macro lens will be preferable. But if you haven't got a macro lens, don't be afraid to use macro extension tubes. They work just as well, and we know this. Now, what you're on about, what you're thinking now is, well, how are we going to get them lovely shapes at the back? That's even simpler. All I'm going to be doing is using what I usually use on everything else, and that's for reflective colour cards. And these have just made it so much easier. I know I was putting them at the bottom last time, and I also had the light at the bottom of the glass, like that. If you haven't seen that video, I will put a link to it. But like I says, lights on the light the light came through the bottom and then lit everything up. But what I'm going to do now, and it's totally different, is all we're going to do is bounce the light like we do with the water droplet photography on the dandelions. I'm just going to use it. What do we need? Piece of card. And we're just going to put the card at the back of the glass. Just simple like that. That is how it's going to be. So you're going to be seeing that. We're going to set the lens up to what height we want it. Turn it on. Focus it in. That's perfect. Now I'm at f8, yeah, ISO 200 because that's a native ISO for this camera, and then I'm at 150 for the power, but I'm going to go up to about 180 for the power in a minute. I know you think that's slow. That's the only reason I've got it on a tripod, because I'm using light and I'm not using, like say, a flash. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray it like normal. This is the fine mist spray. If you haven't got one of them, feel free to try using little pump spray. But what I find is using the finer one, it helps me to build the water drops up better and stops them falling off because you can balance it a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get them on and spray it and build them up. As you can see it actually building up now. And that is absolutely brilliant, but just doesn't look nothing until, turn that off, I put the card there, And then what I'm going to do, you haven't got to use a rotating light. You can use any one light you want. Get colour changing light bulb like this one, or even a normal flash torch, as long as you've got reflective cards with colouring, because it'll, once the light hits it, you're going to get your reflection anyway. So I'm going to turn this on, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to place it literally at the side of the card like that, on the back, not on the water droplets, on the back. Then we're just going to simply make sure it's focused. Tell me what you think of this. This is just straight out the back of the camera. No AI, no studio lights affected it. It literally is straight out the back of the camera. And this is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for shots straight out the back of the camera. Perfect first time, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to keep going onto Lightroom or onto Photoshop to do more work. The less time I spend on there, the more time I got to play, and the more time the shots look more natural anyway. This is what I said. So now it's just the case of balancing the light, just changing as I go along, the speed, the shutter speed. Yeah, that's at 180. Yeah. Yeah, that ain't too bad. And I'm just going to fade away as the light turns. Now you can try, like I says, different colour cards. I find really the reflective cards are good, but I like the cards with the colouring. These are my favourite ones because I seem to get a better reflection and better background. Let me see what this looks like. Look at that straight away. Oh my gosh. Take a few like that. Make sure it's still focused properly. Yep. Away I go. Like I says, you can move your light as well. Don't be afraid to move your light round. When you move your light round, you actually cast different shadows. You can actually hold it wherever you want. You can hold it and press the button. And as you can see, every shot is different, and it's giving us the same. Let me just turn this off. It's giving us the same sort of picture as what we was doing when we was using the glass and looking down on it. Meaning as well, we can have our tripods up. We haven't got to worry about finding tripods to find it flat or trying to hold the glass up. So it's more easier to use, more conventional. And it means that once I've finished, I can just get this, put and pack them in my bags or give them away, and we're done. And that's why I love this new idea. And like I says, a lot of people have come up with ideas, not that, you know, so you have really helped me and inspired me to try something different to make it work better. And like I says, all my ideas are to build on. My ideas aren't to be, you know, solely used as directly as I say, because that don't work. We're creative photographers. I like it when you go out, you send me a message and say, look what I've done. There's no wrongs in photography. There's only rights. And you have proven that it is right, and you've outdone me, and I love it. And I love all the pictures you've been sending me. I know this one's a little bit short, but like I says, I'm going to make a few more. I've got a video coming out for Lower on the 90mm for their macro masterclass, which I'm really shocked about, and I think that's given me a big padump to get going again. But I really have enjoyed it, and like I says, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for helping me get that dark shadow off my shoulder again, because it was not nice. Until next time, stay safe and happy snapping!